Hello everyone, and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Rakdos Anvil. So I've played this deck at the release of Murder at Karlov's house, and back then I had 4 Krenkos, Baron of Ting Street, because I thought that was a very fun combo to play, and it was very fun combo to play. But what I have noticed since is that I don't meet this deck a lot in the metagame because it might be a little bit too slow, might be a little bit too reliant on one combo. So instead, it's just a good old Rakdos Anvil deck now. I cut a lot of the Krenkos, not because he's bad. I really think he might be better if you have 4 off and it'd be a more consistent deck. But I wanted to try out the Anvil with the Ojer combo. So basically, Anvil taps, ping them for 4 in the face, and then our opponent's going to regret playing against us. So that's the idea of this deck. And let's talk about exactly what this deck does. So we got in the early game, well, I'm going to remove, take these removal to the side first. We'll talk about those later. So in the early game, we got 4 Corrected Convictions for card draw, 4 Greedy Freebooter for treasure making, only 2 Experimental Synthesizer, and 4 Voldaren Epicure. So these are our tempo or on curve tempo play on turn 1. So the Greedy Freebooter and the Voldaren Epicure, those are the things that we can play on turn 1. Here are the things that we can play on turn 2. 4 Corrected Conviction to sack one of our creatures to draw 2 cards, or a Experimental Synthesizer to maybe get our land draw. Now, what I noticed with Experimental Synthesizer is that you don't want to play a turn 1. You can't use it for anything, so it's not a turn 1 play, even though it is a 1-drop. So that's why I cut it down to 2. I know that a lot of decks, especially Artifact, Rakdos decks, runs 4 off, but I think the Corrected Conviction could be better. And if you're questioning that, you can always switch this to 2-4 or even 3-3. Alright, so that's our 1-drop. Then in the 2-drop, we have 4 Fanatical Offering, the sack an artifact or creature to draw 2 cards, but then also make an artifact again. That's going to be pretty useful, right? Make a map token. It's not a great artifact, but a map token is a token that we can sack later. 4 Bloodtide Harvester to get a blood token, and then 4 Oni-Cult Anvil because that's the deck. And then we have 4 Crime Novelists. Crime Novelists are going to be very, very good to get our red mana to whenever we sack an artifact to get a red mana and put some counter on the Novelist. The +1 probably isn't going to help as much as the red mana to help us accelerate. And then we have 1 Krenko for the combo of sacking an artifact, getting a goblin, or putting a +1 counter on each goblin, and in response to that, we paid red that we get from Crime Novelist to make a goblin. So that's kind of the combo that we can get from this deck. And then 4 Ojer Axonil to make our damage actually heavy. And then we have 2 Annihilating Glare and 2 Torch the Tower for removal. Just a little bit of a lighter removal just in case we have to kill something, but that's really all there is for it. Now, one of the things that this deck will definitely get hit by is, and as you probably expected, the temporary lockdown. Everyone's running temporary lockdown against Boros, so we're gonna get caught on the unintended end of that, especially with our Anvil. So you got to be a little bit careful with how much you throw on the board. And the idea of this deck is not just throw Anvil, hope to win game, but rather Anvil with Ojer does a buttload of damage. That's at least what I hope to do. And then in the land base, we have very, very short amount of lands, 21 lands, 2 swamps, 1 Takenuma, 2 mountains, 1 Mycosynth, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 2 Haunted Ridge, because I don't want slow lands, 2 Raucous Theater for the same reason, and then 4 Sulfurous Springs, so I should be able to get our mana going pretty fast. I have 2 Cavern of Souls to name either Goblin or God in order to go around counter spells, and 1 Mycosynth Garden in case we want to copy an Anvil at the end of some turn. At least that's the idea. I still think that looking at it that we might just get got by the temporary lockdown decks. One one funny thing about the deck that you see here, the Mind Splice control deck that I wanted to try out. Guess what? Arena hates that deck. I tried it. Basically I drew so many cards with Doppelganger. Well, I copied so much mana with Doppelganger, and then I drew a lot of cards with Scrutiny. But what happened at the end of that turn is that I didn't even get to choose what to discard. Arena just discarded my hand for me, so then I lost because of that. That was not fun. All right, we're gonna go first. We got a tap land going first. That's what I was afraid of, but I guess we'll keep and see what happens. So we'll surveil. And we can toss that for now. Corrupt the Conviction. Hopefully it will help. Humans. Life gain. Alrighty. Well, we hit him with one, but they're gonna gain life out of that. Another human. More life gain. And then the warden. Alright. Can we ping them enough? That is interesting. I don't know. To the top. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna pass. Let's corrupt. Annihilating Glare. Do we just glare at the warden? We got a lot of fanatical offerings, so... Sack an artifact or creature. Destroy this. We'll sack our blood token. Yeah. Guess we did do that. And then we get Fanatical Offering. I don't think they have interactions with our 1/1, so we'll see. They got 2 Cavern of Souls, which is interesting. I also have one. Samesies. Thram Portal. So is this the Boros deck? It feels like the Boros deck. Oh, 9 Aaron. Okay. Taps himself out for 9 Aaron. But does gain 2 life. So many Fanatical Offerings. Okay. Do I want to name a god? I have the red I need. So maybe I'll name... I mean, I have all the mana I need, right? So I'm going to name Goblin anyways. It doesn't matter. Not that much. Face the might of the Ojer. Take 4. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, our Ojer is doing something. We're gaining a little bit of life, not that much, but it definitely puts them on a back foot and make them think about what they want to do. Attack with the 1/1. Attack with the 4/4. You know, I'm not gonna fuck that. Crime Novelist. It's gonna gain 2 life a turn. That's a little bit annoying. Voldaren Epicure. Oh, gain 4 life a turn. All right, all my damage gone away. The life gain in this current meta is kind of crazy, right? Can they do anything? They get blood. They can't use the clue. They don't have enough mana. Can they? Okay, they're just using the blood. Really? Throwing away a war leader. Do we just want a fanatical offer first? Do we experimental synthesizer first? Oh, let's experiment. Maybe we'll get something. Oh, okay. The shuffler's fine here. Do we just sack the synthesizer? Do we sack the map? No, I don't want to sack the map. I want to use the map. Can it be not a land? That's not a land. I can't really play it, right? So that's annoying. So if I sack the synthesizer, I get this exiled, but I can't play it. There's a War Leader's Call. But now, he has no Iganjo, which means I can block. Yeah. Not great though. We're not gonna have that much life left. Well, let's sack the synthesizer first. I don't think it matters which one comes first. Crime Novelist. Okay, I can get a red mana for sacking, but I can't really sack, right? I guess we'll just Epicure. I'll get a blood token. I can sack that blood token. Sacrificing a blood token actually doesn't get me anywhere though. Whenever I sacrifice an artifact, I get a red mana. Man, all these fanatical offerings, they're just kind of dead to me. Alright, well, I need this for sure. And then I can use the Crime Novelist, so I will just have to pass turn here. Actually, do I have to pass turn? What am I doing? I can just attack him. Okay, I guess I can't count for lethal, so, you know. Sometimes it helps to look at our opponent's face to see how many just left. Lord Windgrace. Sorry, your lordship, I was thinking too hard. Sometimes math is just for blockers. That map token really helped, right? That map token gave us the push we needed. And that's what I think about in terms of why map token could be useful with the Ojer Axonil, the Ojer. Alright, opponent goes first. We have Anvil and Corrupted Conviction, but we actually have nothing to sack into it. Can we hope to draw into it though? That is the thing, right? If we can draw into it, it will be really good. If we cannot draw into it, we're gonna be in pain. So I'm gonna mulligan that hand. Let's keep. This is a way better hand. We have openings. So throw away the Novelist, throw away Krenko. Krenko's real good, but I already have a sack outlet for in the Anvil. Actually, I probably should have put away the Epicure. Oh man, just aggro all the way every turn. That's not fun for me. I don't like to fight aggro every turn. Oh, a Knife King every... Okay, so guess what? Shuffler knows what's up now. It's just against us. I don't know what this attack is for. Why? Why would you do something like that? Alright, do we Anvil here for... No, let's get a Blood Tide Harvester down. I think it's better. That's a potential removal, and he has nothing on board. Okay, he has something on board. Brutal Cathar. Wow, that's new. Miss a land. Well, it didn't miss a land, but down a land dropped this turn, which is not fun. I gotta say. Play a card so that I can sack a blood token. 4-1-1. Don't know how much this is gonna help. Hopefully enough, but okay. Just at least the Brutal Cathar is not coming after my Ojer, right? That's. He has another one. I'm just gonna throw this computer out the window here. Oh, okay. Even worse. That's sure. Don't miss a beat. Yeah, just have all the cards you need. That always helps. Can't block here. But at least we're not entirely out of the game. That's a dead ass draw. So sacrificing this doesn't even do anything. Think he'll block with the. I mean, I can't really afford to lose this, right? Actually, I could. If he blocks, that's just a trade. He doesn't block, of course. So I will sack it. Look at how useful that mana is. Oh, this suit is black knocked. Can't use the red. I had to play this land in case I get like a synthesizer, which I can use all that mana for. There are reasons to hold it, right? But I can't afford to hold it right now. Annihilating Glare. That's interesting. I have to take 3 for this, but if I do, I get a Blood Tie Harvester back. That's not that bad. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. We'll sack this. We'll target this, sure. Actually, no. Yes. Target card. Oh man, I can't actually do it because he's got protection. So I can only do it onto his Skrelv. Sack an artifact or creature. Destroy your Skrelv. Auto pay red. Sack this. I'll get my treasure. Yeah, that's no thanks. Okay, well, and then we'll sack this. I don't think the red matters as much as just dealing the extra damage. I have a blocker to hold back. He's not drawing anything. I'm not drawing anything. That is something, right? It is something. Let's fanatically offer our 1/1 to him. And then, Return of the King. I can map right now. I think I will map right now. Well, that just gave me a land. Would he block a 5/7? No. That's double first strike, right? Let's hold back. Oh, did I play 2 spells? Oops. Oops. Huh. I did play 2 spells. Did I? Oh, I played Ojer. That's dumb. Okay, that was really dumb of me. I forgot. It's been a while since I played against Brutal Cathar. Been quite a long time. Okay, well, he doesn't play anything and I'll just die, right? I can deal 4 to him? I don't think I want to, though. And then you get a copper coat. So everything is buffed, and he gains the life. I got too excited from the Fanatical Offering. We'll just take that damage. Honestly, like, I don't think that's a throw just because of how much he has on board and how little I'm actually getting. But it was not fun. Another offering. So we'll offer 1/1 again. Once again. Maybe I'll get a removal this turn, right? No. Let's be smart about this. I played a spell. I'll pass turn. It's attacking with the copper coat. That's interesting. Auto-pay? Okay. Yeah, please don't give me any more lands. Thank you. Free booter. Down to 4. Don't have that much life left, honestly. I'm kind of scared. Double. So if I play 2 spells here, it will flip again. I don't have draws. I don't have draws. Do I have draws? I got a map. That's not a draw. So this is a draw. And kind of the only way I can try to get out of this, if it's a removal, it's a Takenuma. Takenuma will get back nothing. Alright, GG. Yeah, I don't think it was a throw per se, but that definitely didn't feel good with 2 Brogatars out. And no removals on my side, and even a Skrelv. We have 4 removals in this whole deck, and they got all the lockdowns on us. Alright, it is what it is. We play against 2 decks today, and those 2 decks, both of those games, they got double life gain, turn 1, turn 2 on us. Exactly what the matchmaker does to you. But hey, you know, you just keep playing. Morija, that's our next opponent. Hello, Morija. Opponent goes first. They're gonna Morij onto us. We don't have black mana, but we have a synthesizer, so I'm gonna hope for the best. Alright, that gives us Boros off. Except I'm not Boros. They gotta go first, so I don't know if this goes anywhere. You got. You want to attack? Do they have a buff? No, don't have a buff spell. Alright, another Epicure. Good for them. Can I get a black mana? No! No black mana. 3 Ojers. 4th Ojer? Watch what happens now. It's here. Oh, a black mana. A free booter. A free booter is good, right? Well, it will die against that deck. I got blockers. So next turn, I'm playing a Novelist. War Leader's Call. Yikes. I mean, our opponent doesn't miss any part of their curve, right? I have to play the Novelist this turn because I can't play off curve. I can play the Anvil and sack the Blood Token. But this can help me play the Ojer next turn. Gleeful. Alright, we take a buttload. See, this is the thing I want to do with Boros, but I never get... Oh, wow. Forget this. Alright, how much did you pay Arena for them to cheat for you? What kind of hand was that? Go first. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. That was as good of a draw as you could have gotten. I mean, what's the point of playing Magic if you get to cheat like that? Sunshine and Lollipop? Oh, no. Is it Sunshine and Lollipops and Rainbows? Alright, go first. How do we keep getting this land in our hand? You know? I'm starting to question myself. I mean, I already put all the fast lands in the deck, so there was no way for me to put a slow land in there. Alright, so Boros again. Somehow. That's the only opponent that we will face. If that's the case, do I need 2 red? No. Let's name Vampires. Kind of a pointless land. I could have just made a mountain there, but you know, this sometimes will help against a counterspell deck. I don't know, because I think if a deck runs counterspell, it's probably going to run temporary lockdown, which means that we're probably just going to die anyways to that. Sure. Attacks, blocks. Gotta remove their creature on board, because otherwise it just gets crazy, right? Let's write a novel about their crime against humanity. Crime Novelist is gonna get big. I know that for sure. I don't think they have interactions. They got Regal Bunny. Bunny's scary, but Bunny doesn't aggro us. Okie doke. So, do we Ojer him this turn? Don't really sack anything if we do that. Right? I don't really sack anything if I do that. I can Anvil. I think I will Anvil. And then we will use that mana for an offering on this other blood. Maybe I'll get something good. I can use the map token. That's about it. These are kind of dead mana, so might as well use the map token. Maybe I'll draw a land. I do draw a land. Can't use it for anything else, so we got a chump blocker. That's all we need, right? A chump blocker. Use the blood token. Good. You let the blood flow through you. As long as the bunny corn doesn't get trampled, he'll never get through to us. He's blooding. Oh, are you flooding? Are you flooding, bro? Maybe you should play a not Boros deck. That's a lot of lands you just tossed. They can still aggro us at any point and kill us. So let's not get too crazy and think we're ahead. Use up all the black mana this way, right? But there's no other way for me to sacrifice. So I could sack this to draw 2 cards. And I'll have a red. Okay, well, I'm gonna play this. The Ojer of all Ojers. And I'm gonna start swinging you. You wanna take 5? He takes the 5. Good, good, good. So I think he wants to aggro me out next turn. Because the Ojer is gonna deal a lot of damage. This is okay. This is okay. Even with the Gleeful Demolition, I can handle what's coming up. Right? Gleeful hurts. Gleeful is gonna be a total of 6 damage. Really? Well, thanks for the free blocks. Now I get a treasure, and I get a scribe. Ooh, I want that. You take 4. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Takes the 4. Do I sacrifice this? I don't have to, right? I can use this mana for a... Actually, no. I want to play the Anvil first. And just GG him. Oh, he's still here. Okay. Now I can sack this for black. Yep, right, shoot him for 4, shoot him for 4, GG. Alright, we out-Boros them. Well, not out-Boros, we out-beat a Boros. Didn't need us to go first and draw correctly, but we didn't have that kind of an insane draw that Boros had. But good enough that we wiped the floor with them. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy that we were able to beat Boros overall. But funny enough, right, when I ran that Rakdos Anvil deck, every one of my opponent has been aggro or life gain / aggro. Every one of those decks. I have not faced the control yet. I'm very afraid of a temporary lockdown because that is this deck, right? And we haven't faced it yet, so we did get underneath that. I think even with the temporary lockdown, we might be fast enough. But if they just got removal for days, we can't really fight against removal for days. We have a lot of card draw, so the only thing we can hope for is they have dead draws and we kind of out-tempo them. That's the power of the Anvil deck. It's a very fun deck, and it's definitely one that requires you to think about your plays and plan it out rather than Boros and just slam creature on board and hope you win game. It's not really that different from mono red in that case, right? So here, Rakdos Anvil, it's an aggro deck, but an aggro fun deck that even though you can see this curve, that's a triangular curve right here, but it's good. It's got a lot of synergy, and I love synergy. I love cards with synergies, so that I feel like I'm playing a game rather than just throwing cards out there and hope that I win. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.